All right, guys. All right. Need I say more? Actually, I'm literally going to say so much more. Okay, so the masks are off. All the demons are here. People have made themselves known at this point, and now it's time to make a plan. It is the beginning of the end. I mean, the end has been going for a while, but I will say I think we've reached the apex of the beginning of the end of the American Empire. I'm going to be referring to my handy dandy for so much of this. So it is time to ground ourselves in the reality of what is among us and make plans, because relationship and sex politics, that is going to be, it was a theory for a lot of people for a very long time. The reality of that is going to be affecting all of us on our day-to-day lives. So it is time to organize. It is time to act smart. It is time to be well informed, because it's literally your life. This isn't in theory anymore. And sure, there are people that are having all of these theories about, oh, well, maybe yeah, he won, but did he win? What happened to those over 10 million votes that Harris didn't get? And maybe there's something. Listen, maybe, cool. Politics, interrelation, which are all politics, but relationship politics, sex politics in the United States has changed forever at this point. So let's go through some of my thoughts on what needs to be done, or trends that I think we'll be seeing more of as time goes on. One, intelligent, socially aware women, which are literally just women that have been paying attention, will either go full 4B. There's also 5B, 6B, 7B. I'll be making another video about that. But yeah, we'll either go full 4B, which basically means no sex with men, no marrying men, no kids with men, and no something else with men. You just don't engage. You just don't engage, right? So they'll either do that, or they'll be even more selective about the non-family related men that they choose to associate with in general. Moderate men, conservative men, men who have not voted, clear and present danger. Avoid at all costs. Ladies, legs closed. If you're interested in men, legs closed, okay? Do not engage, do not go on dates, don't try to fix him, don't try to think that there's more layers, or because his family, because of the place that he was raised, because of no. Danger. People thought the birth rate was low before. They've never seen numbers like that are gonna come out of the US now. And speaking of which, this is not the time to be getting pregnant. If you wanna have kids at some point, either move indefinitely out of the United States or just don't. The amount of maternal deaths that we will be seeing in the United States in the coming years will be that of which we have never seen before. I have been documenting this for the longest time. Watch whatever video I'm going to tag up here and probably here also. It's going to get so bad. So unless you are willing to die slowly and painfully in front of your loved ones, and a lot of people that have been passing away are already mothers with children. So if you're cool with leaving your kids behind, leaving your family behind, and dying very slowly, as people are watching being I can't help you, then cool. But if that's not the kind of life or death that you want, then no kids. Then no kids in the US. Get into self-defense classes. And depending on where you are in the States, if you're able to do this legally, at this point, listen. This is not legal advice. If you can, to protect yourself, it's gonna be wild out there. Because there will be a large amount of women that are choosing to not engage with men anymore because they're literally just trying to stay alive. And we know how men handle being told no. So self-defense classes and find things to keep yourself safe. I think we're all understanding what I'm saying. Next, if you're thinking about leaving that man, if you're thinking, oh, I don't know if this relationship is gonna work, if you've had the thought of divorce seriously, This is do it now. Do it now before you can't. I have a whole video outlining how they are planning to do this in real time. Next up, If you don't want kids right now or ever, now is your time for long-term birth control if you're in the United States. Whether that is I think there's like an insert that you could get where it's like for 4 or 5 years, like for your arm. You could also get an IUD, which I know is a really painful process most of the time, because most of the time they don't give like general anesthetic and anesthesia. There we go. In that process, or you could just get your tubes tied. Like we are in, I am not saying unprecedented times, but there's a lot that you probably will not be able to do once homeboy is actually in office. And that also includes, like, if you have not updated your passport, my God, do that now. Do that now, because I am going to be making a whole video to see, because I'm curious what the uptake of Americans looking to move abroad looks like now. And as an American that has moved abroad, once again, if you guys are curious about what that process looks like, please just let me know in the comments. I also have a whole playlist right here talking about my move to Spain. I'll be adding more to that if people are interested in that. So yeah, do all of those things now while you can. Do all of those things now while you can. Also, there's a number of, when it comes to Plan B or other terms for Plan B, that people are able to buy in bulk now. And depending on which ones you have and if you keep them in the right environment, they should be able to last for 4 years. I'm not a medical professional, but they should be able to last for 4 years. And listen, whether you are participating with men or not, I am sure that you know people, that you know children, that you know, oh my goodness, and the Department of Education is going to go too. So Lord, help these poor babies who probably will be having sex, so not even knowing that they're having sex. You're going to want to keep some of those on hand, because people are going to need them. Young people are going to need them. Uninformed people are going to need them. People oh my God, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to calm down. And I'm going to end with this. I'm going to end with this right here. Think of taking care of a broke man at this time as a threat against your life caused by yourself. Building up a broke man, building up a man, let's not even just say broke, building up a man who was not actively making your life better. And at this point, that is going to have to include financially, because they're going to be coming after women's money. One of my mutuals, her name is Shar Hanley. I'm gonna tag her account in the description. She also recommended, if you can open up a foreign bank account at this time, this would be a great time to open up a foreign bank account, because when women are financially independent, they don't need men. And when they don't need men, they probably will not be around men. And if they're not around men, then how will the United States, the empire of the United States, continue to build up their, one second. Think about it this way. You are now in a run for your life. You are now running, and at your heels are governors, are senators, is the president of the United States, is the Supreme Court, and hundreds of years of legal backing that they will be uprooting for the case of nothing short of cartoonish violence against you and your body. Do you really want to be backpacking a man as you are sprinting for your life? And I'm sure that there's a number of other things that should be added to this list. In fact, if there are other things that you think should be on this list that I have not included, please type them below. This is all, I am happy to turn this comment section into a master doc of how to survive a fascist regime in the beginning. 101. It's crazy. It's crazy. We're in crazy times. We will survive. And I personally recommend surviving somewhere outside of the United States. So once again, if that's something that you're interested in, I am more than happy to share that information, provide resources, and maybe do a live or two where people can just really chime in, ask their questions in real time. Once again, if any of that sounds interesting, please let me know in the comment section. Please be gentle with yourself, stay safe, really, really invest in community. Community is going to be the thing that keeps people mentally and physically safe and grounded. Stay safe out there, guys.